on, guys? Joe here with another video. Today in this video, guys, I'm going to go through and doing a beginners / budget deck profile using the Dino's Smasher Fury structure deck. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to take 3 of these structure decks, which total together, depending on where you buy them. Like if you buy them from my store, roughly it's around $42. If you buy them anywhere else, like TCG Player, stuff like that, you're looking around 45 to $50. So depending on where you purchased it from, right, your price range is going to vary. If you'd like to purchase them from me, which as far as I know is probably the cheapest I've seen them, for $42 for all 3, for three of these structure decks. Definitely consider checking out my website, link down in the description. Also, guys, I'll be announcing the giveaway of the Rage of Raw booster box later in the video, so make sure you guys stick around the video. I'll randomly put this somewhere clipped throughout the video. I'm also going to do a second version of the deck, guys, so I made 2 versions of this. Of the deck that we'll be using, a budget deck. So today's video we're just going to do basically a budget deck using 3 of these structure decks and use a $100 total budget, counting the price for the structure deck. So you're going to subtract whatever you pay for the structure decks. So like for mine, let's say you bought it from my store, you would be minus $42. So we would have what's left out of that to basically build our deck with. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and dive in. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider getting subscribed, liking the video. I do videos like this. Mostly my channel is focused on helping really new players or getting players back into the game and things like that, and doing profiles like this. I do live streams as well, guys. So definitely consider checking out the channel if you're new. If you're new, I do giveaways like we're doing in this video. So definitely consider following the channel. All right, so these are all the cards, guys, we're going to use from the. We're going to use 20 cards from the structure deck, from the 3 structure decks. Right, let's say we went out and purchased for the Dino structure deck. We're going to use these cards. Right, these are going to be all the cards we're going to use from the structure deck. Right, so we're going to use 3 conductors. We're going to use 3 conductor Tyrannos. Right, here's your big boss monster that you can remove 2 dinosaurs from play, and then you can special summon him to the field. Then you can destroy 1 card in your hand or field, and then flip all your opponent's monsters face down. You can tack them, and then you can center the graveyard, and your opponent takes 1,000 for each one. So I'm using 3 of him, right? Makes it easier because we can't use Armadon because remember he's too expensive. He's a $60 card, so we can't run him. So it's easier for us to run the 3rd one to get him quicker in our hand versus having to rely on trying to get him with us being able to get the pill quicker and stuff like that. You're still going to run the 3 classic Ovies, right? Ovies basically going to be able to add your dinos to your hand or send them to the graveyard. It's a hard once per turn effect. You can also, when he's it happens when he's summoned out to the field. Also, you can destroy 1 dinosaur once per turn, and you can bring back 1 from the graveyard. So it's good to destroy with baby, and get effects and stuff like that to pull other dinos from the deck. We're going to use 1 miss because miss is limited to 1 now. We're going to use 3 babies in this version, guys. So we're going to use 3 of the babies from the structure deck. I've got 1 petite in here too, which is basically another baby when they're destroyed, whether it be on the hand or the field, or they can be destroyed in the deck. Basically, you can special summon one of your dinos 4 or lower from the the deck to the field. We're using the Lost World, of course. If you're not familiar with Lost World, what it does, guys, anytime once per turn when you summon out your dino, whether it's normal summoned or special summoned, you can give your opponent one of these little dino tokens that come within the structure deck. I would suggest keeping them because it makes it easier to play. So about when you purchase in 3, you'll get 3 little tokens you can use. So I would recommend keeping them because it makes it easier to play, and especially with you being a beginner, and just making sure it helps with monster zones and all that good stuff that's more important these days. But right, all monsters on the field that are non-dino are also going to lose 500 attack, guys. And when you normal summon or special summon a dino to your field, they're going to get one of these little Dirac tokens. So just kind of keep that in mind, and they're considered normal monsters too, so you can use Ovi's effect to pop and destroy it on your opponent's side of the field, and then use it to destroy baby in the deck and bring out like Miss, or bring out Rex, or we could bring out another baby, whatever we need to do on the field, right? We can do thanks to that type of combo. So we'll use 3 of them. Terraforming, so we can pull Lost World to our hand. Fossil Dig, so we can pull more of our dinos to our hand. And you want something that's going to destroy back row, guys, which is Twin Twister. So those are 20 cards. We've already built half the deck just from the structure deck, guys. So now we need 20 more cards to finish up the deck that we're using that's not in the structure deck. Okay, so that's half the deck we've already got built. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below, because like I said, this is meant for more of a beginner / budget videos, so trying to get people into the game. So it's a very fun deck to play with, guys. I use a lot of dinosaur decks and stuff like that on stream, so definitely consider checking out my live streams. So cards we're going to go out and start having to purchase, guys, and we're going to start going through. Keep in mind, some of my rarities are going to be off. I just used the cards that I had, guys. So some of your rarities are probably going to be a little bit lower than the ones that you see here in the video, so don't let that throw you off. So we're going to use Pinkertops. I'll just do it like this. Pinkertops will let you guys, kind of let you special summon if your opponent has more monsters than you, and then you can also tribute him on your side of the field to destroy, basically one card your opponent controls. It could be a monster, spell, trap, or whatever it may be. So he's really good. He's very cheap as well. Most of all these cards, guys, that are in here, most of them are like 50, 20 cents, like $1. A lot of them are very, very cheap. And I try to build the deck best we could budget-wise, so we could have some money actually for our extra deck too, because we're going to have some cards in the extra deck we want to use. Overtex, we've got him here as well, because when he's sent to the graveyard, you can add Pill. Also, if you have too many, 5 or more dinos removed from play, you can put them back in the deck and you can bring him out, and he's pretty good for, disrupting cards to you. Scrap Raptor is really good as well. It's a tuner too, guys, so we could synchro and go into some of the synchro stuff we'll use in the extra deck. And he's also a level 4 Dino too, so he's really good. He'll help without some of the combos that we have. Rex is one of the more expensive cards in the deck, guys. Rex is going around $7. So you'll be able to get him probably like this version here, like this ultra rare that looks very nice, for around $7 from what I could tell on TCG Player on average. So Rex is going to be the most expensive monster card in the deck that's outside of the structure deck. So he's the most expensive card. Everything else is very cheap. True King. This one's very cheap, guys, around 20-25 cents. He's very good, though. When you bring him out, you can destroy basically destroy cards in your hand or field. You destroy up to 2 of them, though. But if you hit like your babies or your petite, right, you can special summon cards from the deck. So basically, it's a really good extender, and he's also a worm, so he's a card that we can use for Pill if he's in the graveyard or in our hand as well. I put in the scrap. I decided to go with the scrap shark, guys. Just put another scrap card in here too. That also helps us go for using Pill and stuff like that. And if it's just summoned out and we use an effect or play another card, or our opponent uses an effect on our turn, it'll destroy. And it'll also to get rid of our scrap Dino, so we can toss him in the graveyard too, so we can have enough stuff for Pill instantly. So we can get to Pill very fast. We did have enough money in the budget to actually put some hand traps in, so we're going to run just the standard effect Veiler, guys. So we're going to run 3 effect Veilers we can use on our opponent's turn to stop them from using monster card effects. So it's a very good card for us to use. So we're going to run 3 effect Veilers, so that'll help out a lot. Alright, so let's get into our spells that we're using that's not in the deck itself. So we're using Pill. Pills come down a lot, guys. Pill's actually pretty decently cheap right now. So we're going to run 2 Pills. And I'll just kind of leave them out of the side where you guys can see. So we're running 2 Pills. We actually have enough money for Dark Ruler. We don't have enough money for 3, guys. We only have enough money for 2, so we'll run 2 Dark Rulers in the main deck. This will stop, boards that are going combo crazy like Dragon Link or whatever you may be playing that's stopping you from doing anything on your turn. Because usually with this deck, you prefer to go to second. You can go really first or second, guys. It really doesn't matter. But this is built more of a going second version. Yet again, it can go both. It really doesn't matter. But it's more leaned a little bit more towards going second. So we've got that. We've also got our gigantic diagram. This will let us to destroy one of the babies or petites in our hand, guys. So we can add back him to our hand. So we can add him and also destroy baby stuff like that. So we can bring out Ovi or Miz, or whatever one of our Dino cards we want to bring out that that's appropriate for the moment, and it's a good combo card, so it helps out a lot too. We put in Harpy's Feather Duster too, guys, because we want some more back row removal. A lot of people are starting to play more traps and stuff like that, and you don't want to get stuck against a Mystic Mine, so I hate going against stuff like that. So that's definitely it's going to cost probably around, I think most of them are running around $3 or so, $3 to $5. It's worth the money because you don't want to get stuck, not being able to play the game, so it's worth the money. Dark Hole is very cheap. You can find them roughly, around 50 cents to $1, maybe 20 cents if you get one of the commons, right? So just kind of keep that in mind. I like Reasoning too, guys, because Reasoning throws them off. It hopefully get an extra monster in the field, because you got a lot of different levels in the deck. It does have a lot of level 4s, but we're running some 1s, we're running 6s, 7s. You're running 10s with Dino, stuff like that. That's going to end up hitting. He won't special summon into the field, but he'll still won't it'll still keep sending stuff from the deck. So it's a really good card. It catches them off guard, and it tosses dinos and stuff in your graveyard that may help with pill, or maybe help put miss in the graveyard, or your heart may have miss, so you can send extra dinos to bring something, from the deck as an extra extender, that may catch them off guard. Foolish Burial to help kind of speed things up and help with other combo plays. It's a very good card to help us go into combo plays and thin out the deck. Called by the Grave, guys. We had enough money for a Call by the Grave to put in the deck. So this way you can stop their hand traps. So we got enough money in the budget to run one Call of the Grave. And then to finish off for 40 cards, what will be our Upstart Goblin. But that's basically the deck, guys. That's the deck itself. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I'll link to the clip. Before we actually go into the extra deck, I'll actually link to the clip of the second version, guys, and I'll see you guys back here in just a few moments. I'll show you guys the second version real quick, and I'll be right back. The part I'm going to go through real quickly, just so you can see, it's not much different from the other version. If you've just as long as you finish watching the other part, it's pretty much mostly the same. I'm only going to point out the stuff that's different than the other version that I'm discussing in the other part of the video. So in this version, guys, the only thing I'm using different is the 3 Paralodic Sea Dragons, so it helps go into our Link monsters. And we're also using the Codebreaker 0 Day. You could take this out if you want to. I like leaving it in because some of the extenders we have different in the extra deck. Like the Star Leader Dragon, he's very good with that because he's allow us to combo, and if we already have a level 4 in the field, which probably we do, whether it be OV or Rex or whatever our level 4s may be, we can special summon him from the hand if needed. It's also a very good combo card, going through the Codebreaker monsters in the extra deck. So that's the only difference, is really just the Codebreaker stuff I've in here for the extra deck, and the Star Leader Dragon, and we have a second copy of Phoenix in this one, and I actually have Unicorn in this one. I couldn't find my Unicorn for the other one. But that's it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this second version. Like I said, it's about the same. We're just using really just the Parallel Seeds in this one, the Codebreaker 0, and just these cards here in the extra deck. Alright, guys, I'll see you guys back in the other part of the video. Let's finish up the first. Alright, guys, what did you get? Let me know down below in the comments what you guys thought about the the second version. Alright, so we're going to go through these guys. Let me kind of get them more situated. Alright. Alright, so we have enough money, especially with Dolka just getting reprinted in King's Court. You can get Dolka, guys, roughly around about $5. So that's about what he's running right now. So you can get one Dolka. You don't really need more than one, so just the one. Same for Lagia. It's about, I think Lagia's running for around $3.50, stuff like, around kind of that area. So you can get a Lagia as well, too. Both of them are made with dinos. Dolka negates monster card effects. Lagia negates normal summons, special summons, or spell or trap card effects, but you can only use it once, versus Dolka, you can negate twice for monster card effects. So it's always kind of figuring out what you're playing against or what you want to go for when you bring them out. They're made with 2 level 4 dinos. We also want something to kind of wipe out the board, guys, just in case we have more of a kind of a comeback play. Or maybe something just to bait them out on something. So our Evil Swarm Extinction Knight's made with 2 level 4s. He's an Exceed monster, and he can wipe out, right, if our opponent has more cards total than us, counting field and hand, we can use his effect to basically blow up their board, essentially. So that helps out a lot as well, to go through that. Our blocker, I put blocker in here, guys, because blocker is really cheap. He's like 20 cents. He'll also help protect your field spell, and then also if you need one of them back, whether it's the other one where you can destroy the card in our hand, or if it's the Lost World that we need, you can cycle it back in your hand during the end phase by discarding a card. So maybe you can discard something, maybe it's Over Votex to get the pill in your hand, or maybe it's just discarding one of your non-dinos to get something where you could use pill or whatever to pull something to your hand, or you put an extra dino in the graveyard to use for another combo, and then pull Lost World back to your hand. So it's a really good, kind of comeback move. And also when he's in the field, he protects Lost World. So they would have to destroy him first. They have to destroy him first before they can destroy your Lost World. So they can't, they can't destroy Lost World. So if they use like punishment or something, they can't, destroy Lost World, or like Harpy's Feather Duster or something like that. That'll protect it. So that's why I use it too. I use one Phoenix, guys. There's really enough money in the budget. You could probably afford to run one more if you wanted to run that, or instead of Phoenix, if you want to run Phoenix with Unicorn. I couldn't find my Unicorn, so but you definitely could run Unicorn in here too. But Phoenix will let you maybe 2 different monsters, and you can discard a card and destroy one spell or trap card on the on the opponent's side of the field. Nabuska, guys, he's basically just meant to stall. so you can kind of recover and come back. That's basically what he's meant for. Tornado, yet again, we're doing more disruptions with spell and trap cards. Link Karibo, more just to help into, kind of to help really just to us go into pill and combo plays and stuff like that, and maybe kind of stall to an extent. Abyss Dweller as well, guys. We could afford Abyss Dweller in here, just kind of standard for Dino. Is very good for stopping, cards, graveyard card effects, stuff like that. So that's very helpful. I put in a Scrap Dragon too because we can synchro guys, and he also with his effect you can destroy one of your cards like your babies or something like that, and then you could destroy one of their cards on the field too. So it's very kind of good that way. Or maybe you want to go in something that's more protective. So we'll go into it. Another 8 like a Stardust Dragon to protect our field from being destroyed by card effects. So Stardust would be a really good card to play too. But that's everything for the extra deck, guys. So let me know what you guys think. We went through both versions. So at this point, guys, we'll go into the giveaway. I appreciate you guys making it to the end of the video. So I'll link to my computer, and we're going to run the random comment picker for the last video and see who won this rage of... Alright, guys, so if you guys made it to the end of the video, I greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and see who won the giveaway. Let's go ahead and get the comments. We'll go and let it pull. So it's got 19 comments total. We've got it filtered so it filters duplicate users, so it's only giving everybody 1 entry. So let's go ahead and see, guys. We'll go ahead and hit start. See who wins. Hey, so Mcole Wander 90. Congrats on reaching 1 year. Hopefully 500 subs come sooner rather than later. All right, well, I appreciate it, man. If you will, I'll post my Discord information so you can PM me and so I can get your information and your address stuff, all that good stuff. So I can go through and send you the booster box, man. Rage Raw, congrats to winning. And I greatly appreciate you guys' love and support, especially if you guys made it to the end of the video like always. I definitely appreciate you guys checking out the channel. We're getting closer and closer to hitting the 500 subscribers here. You guys have a happy 4th of July, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.